Greetings everyone and welcome back to a new reaction. Now today I'm actually going to react to the Mirage gameplay from Assassin's Creed that came out like I think a day or two ago. I'm a little bit late with these reactions, but there's so many games coming out and so many trailers and gameplay walkthroughs and whatnot that I just didn't have the time to focus on them. But basically, we are watching Mirage. I've actually recently finished Valhalla after not wanting to play it for like 2 years because I wasn't really interested in Assassin's Creed for a while now because I didn't enjoy the formula as much. That being said though, I underestimated the story because I actually enjoyed Valhalla to the end. Like, I know there was a lot of filler, but I really enjoyed the story, and it feels good to be back with Assassin's Creed because I've been following the franchise, I guess, since Assassin's Creed 2 came out, because I was a bit too young when the first game came out and wasn't that interested, but the second game came with Ezio's trilogy, and that's what kind of hooked me into the games. But I am not letting nostalgia change my view on the games. So without further ado, we're going to watch the gameplay. I might pause it a couple times. If not, you're in luck. But otherwise, yeah, it's probably going to happen. I do apologize. But yeah, it's only 7.5 minutes. So I think with pausing, the video will probably be like 15 minutes. Let's just get to it. Let me see if the pausing works. Great. This is for myself. Okay, so far in-game cutscenes, I assume. This is the gameplay we enjoy. Ooh.
There you are.
I will say though, can I just say already at the start? I'm already pausing. I know. I don't know if the parkour changed as much. It kind of really feels like Valhalla still, but it also feels floaty, as in Unity's parkour, which is still one of the best parkour games ever. I will say so. Just wish the story was a little bit better. But no, I like these little jumps I've already seen. I'm like, yes, I'm sold. Okay. Would that'd be annoying if that was a cutscene every time. A lot of old Assassin's Creed parkour techniques I see. Yeah, the animations are mostly based on the previous game. I will say though, I'm not a big fan of the red icon below the minimap. Just saying. The only downside I currently see, which still kind of annoys me with Assassin's Creed, is the transition from a parkour jump to a platform. It feels like you're running and then jumping, and then your character quickly cuts back to the starting animation of running, and you see like a little jolting movement with the character. And I kind of wish they have some sort of transition from falling to the ground or to a platform to running instead of just putting him back in the first animation. I don't know if that makes sense what I said, but I did notice it a couple seconds ago. Like, these have fine transitions, but there's a couple jumps where he doesn't actually have that. Also, by the way, the armor, I'm pausing again. If there's one thing that I disliked about Valhalla, is the armor sets were just not appealing, not very Assassin's Creed-like. And I understand you're not essentially a hidden one. You just work for them every now and then. But this, yeah, man, this is a good thing. If this is the standard outfit, I might not change it unless something really good comes out by playing the game or paying money, which I'm not gonna do. But hey, I know how they work.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. I am glad you are safe.
Feathers. Oh God. That is so long ago. What the fuck?
quietly scouted the city for where we could erect more bureaus.
have found dwellings in 3 districts that are most unassuming.
That's the same voice actress as the assassin in Valhalla you meet for a side quest, right? Where you get the mentor set.
I will make my way to Sharqiya shortly.
And I will join Rebecca in Karkh, where corruption is as common as the arid air. See Abu Ja'far about some things he's been working on. Then come find us.
Have a look, Bassam. I may have something that is of interest to you.
We got a store. Tools. Okay, hold on. I'm already gonna pause it unless he's gonna show it. Wow, really? They're not gonna put the torch on the T button. Got blow dart.
Resourceful as always. My thanks, Abu Ja'far.
It's gonna be getting some used to a different voice actor. Contracts on the board. Ooh. I've never been a fan of extra requests like do not take any damage, do not kill anyone except for the target. I get it. But sometimes the game has been set up where stealthing is very hard unless you have past time. Okay. The concubine. Specific skill sets on the character unlocked.
This is the place. What do you see, Enkidu?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Can we just clock the music in the background? That's really good. That's a good theme. Oh shit, louder for me. On a side note, what I also enjoy, everyone's like, play the video. The character talks every now and then when you're doing stuff, and sometimes it happens in Valhalla, but it kind of gets repetitive. It's mostly the only thing you really hear in Valhalla and the other games. So, for example, if you switch to the bird view, and he's like, "Be my eyes soon," or something like that. But the character doesn't really mention anything like, "Oh, I gotta get past here. Now I have to stealth through this area. I should probably hide. I need to run." That sort of stuff. Like, if I was in that situation, I'd probably mouth sentences to myself depending on the action that I do. And I like it. It adds a little bit of vibrancy to the game because especially with the older games, like let's say Assassin's Creed 2 or maybe Black Flag even, if you finish the main story and you do all those side quests, your character barely makes any noise except for maybe if he's on the jackdaw. And it just feels very quiet and lonely, and it doesn't really have that same effect as, for example, this one, where he just adds every now and then a wording. I like that sound, the pastime sound. The ambience on this.
What do you see?
Ooh.
Let us reconsider the approach.
Oh shit, okay. Fuck. So I'm not allowed to do that as often anymore. Smart though, actually. The movements are still the same. The parkour is kinda same-ish. Either the pixels were lower because of some reason that I do not know, or he was using some sort of performance mode.
Act as usual.
That girl who likes me said she and Alice.
Act as usual. See, this is what I mean.
What madness!
Yes, you could just jump straight into it, but that being said, though, I'm giving it too much credit. Even I usually talk about the previous game Valhalla because it's the most recent one, but even that one had it. Whenever you sit on the table, you just go and say, "How do you do, fellas?" and then they just continue the conversation. I will say though, Valhalla's technique of blending in with the crowd was dog shit. All right, can I just say it? I disliked stealthing in Valhalla because it just never worked, at least for me. They are still not being able to see through the bushes. I kind of hoped if you stay in the bushes for too long, they will figure out you're there. The AI is kind of same-ish. I wish they improved on that a little bit. Heartbeats. No eagle vision so far, besides the bird. Like you had Odin's sight, but so far. And then throw. Yep, that's old ability from the previous games. Bro, the music is good. I will say so. The parkour is, I guess, I overestimated again. It's kind of the same as Valhalla. I wish it had more. I wish it was more like Unity.
There is my target.
I also see chests. I don't know how the collectibles are going to be in this game because collectibles in Ubisoft never work well. I can't even fucking see the map of France when I played Unity because there were so many icons for the for collectible shit. Helix, you had gold chests, you had blue chests, you had silver chests or grey chests, you had contracts, you had co-op, you had the main quest, you had even icons for staircases and entrances. Bro, I can't be asked. Really? No one's able to see you? Oh, this is the... there we go. This is the Eagle Vision-like thing. I wonder how they're going to call it now. Does he actually have Eagle Vision, or... Is that blades going to be thrown? What's the point of being an assassin if you have those abilities?
And no more need die this day.
Is this already where Loki has taken partial control of him, or did he always have some control to Basim as to why he has those abilities? Because that's where did that come from? I imagine it is Loki. I don't think this is a normal human behavior. Isn't Basim a sage? But it's been a while since I've followed the lore, but I'm trying my best. A hidden blade under the fucking arm as well. Instead of above, I'm happy.
Come on.
Red bombs, cutscene. Oh, I hope there's a way to turn off those cutscenes whenever you use an escape maneuver, because that is a little bit jarring in terms of animations. They kind of gave us an Altair like outro, the way he escapes, and then the camera usually fades into another place. Okay, anything else from this? Just 12th of October, Luke's edition. Nah, no, not gonna pre-order. Again, I'm not one of the pre-order guys. I know they probably have pre-order bonuses, but never ever pre-order. It's bad faith, and it should never be done. Anyways, that's the gameplay overview of Mirage. Overall, I am not that impressed. I'll play it probably a little bit later than usual, because there's probably other games I'm gonna play in the meantime anyways, but I'm not a big fan of the formula when it comes to Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla, and Mirage kind of has the same, but I assume it's a slightly shorter game. I've always been a fan of Unity and Syndicate. I'll probably enjoy it for the story, but I usually come to a point where I play story and any important side quest and I just stop playing the game because it's just not worth my time compared to back then. But yeah, overall, it's kind of the same-ish game, I will say so. I'm a big fan of not having splashy enemies, like they don't take a while to kill. It didn't make sense having 6 slashes with a sword and the guy was still moving like it's nothing. But when it comes to assassinations, in the past, Origins and Odyssey didn't have that, I believe, which was stupid. But Valhalla did add an ability where you had like what was it, a button mashing or like a QTE in order to be able to insta-kill it if he had way too much, if his health pool was too big. But then again, I wasn't a big fan of that. If I'm gonna assassinate someone, let me use the assassination. Like, it's not just a fucking like a pre-hit before you start a fight. So, but yeah, overall, I like the armor. I'm probably gonna enjoy the outfits. I do like the era, but I'm not too impressed for the fact that I had to wait for so long for such a game. So I'm not against it. I just expected a little bit more, but at least I know that my expectations are not going to be so high for this game. So therefore, when I get to play it, I probably won't be disappointed. If anything, I'll probably be flabbergasted, because I had the same with Valhalla. It took me 2 or 3 years to start playing it because I wasn't interested. And when I played it, I enjoyed it. Like, the story is so good. Granted, they should have done like 2 or 3 less Alliance missions because it was getting on my nerves, the amount of filler I had to do in order to finish the actual quest line. But it was really good. But Mirage is probably going to be in the same boat for me, where I probably will play it a year or 2 later when I get in the mood, and then I won't be as surprised. So, and if there's any DLCs in the future for this game, we'll see for that. But overall, it's probably going to be okay. I know some people are going to love this, and I probably will too, but it will take a while for me to actually play this game. Regardless, this is my reaction to the gameplay for Mirage. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!